refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I'm sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Yeah.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have an awesome episode for y'all today. And we got the full panel here today. Before I introduce my brothers, I had to let y'all know what we're going to talk about on this beautiful Friday. I don't know where you're living, but the background I have kind of like the outside right now. It's feeling good today. You know, sun shining. They need a jacket for real. Hopefully you felt the same way where you were at. But what we're going to talk about, right before the show started, breaking news. Cooper Kupp signed with the Seattle Seahawks. We had to react to that. There were other teams that were trying to get him. Some teams was on this panel, but they couldn't grab him. He went to the Seahawks. Speaking of the other team I'm talking about, there's some drama in Dallas, in Jerry World. DeMarcus Lawrence went to Seattle, who we going to talk about, and Michael Parsons and Trayvon Diggs threw a little dig in there, no pun. We got to talk about that. Also, De'Aaron Fox, my guy, swiping, no swiping. Yeah, he swiped himself out the season, out for the year, no more swiping with his pinky surgery. So we got to react to that, him being out for the rest of the year. And last but not least, I don't know if you noticed, but Nikola Jokic just jumped SGA in the MVP power rankings in the NBA.com. We got to talk about who should be the front runner for NBA MVP. But like I said, as promised, I'm going to introduce my two bros. I got my boy Davey Dollars. He's here. He wasn't here Tuesday, but he's here right now in the flesh. But I bring it to y'all today. If y'all weren't here last Friday, hey, you're going to find out today. And then we got my boy Missy Godonson, Tomo, co-host of In the Red Corner, here to represent his squad because we got to talk about them. How y'all doing today, fellas?
It may have looked like I was on my phone doing something else, but I was over here looking up this Trayvon stuff because I was like, more Cowboys is responding to what DeMarcus Lawrence had to say. So that's all. But other than that, Carl, I'm glad you tuned in because I got it over here too. I need to see that score because I need my bowl back. But I ain't saying nothing just yet. I'll talk to you personally after the game. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great. We got drama also and San Francisco. It's stuff going on in San Francisco that's like, what's going on?
Yes.
Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, you got an extension. What's up? But there's been a crazy offseason so far. We got people that got traded, teams that are signing new players. I mean, we know that was going to happen anyway, but we're shocked to see who went where and to see how many players so many teams are losing. And then some of these players asking for trades and then just getting the contract, you know, Myles Garrett. But y'all know what we're going to do today, man. Today ain't no different. You know, Friday was lit. It was lit. It carried over to Tuesday. It ain't going to be no different today. We're going to be lit today. Who's the MVP? SGA, Jokic, don't know. I don't know what's going on. Swiping, no swiping, like Joe said. Swiped his way out. He can't swipe nothing no more. Cowboys, I mean, we know. It's normal to have a drama-filled all season for the Cowboys. So, yeah, you know what, y'all? In honor of Refuse to Lose, it's Friday, y'all. We got to have fun on Friday. So let's turn up.
Turn me up, up.
Jody, do you think?
So you telling me John Lynch got an extension, but he didn't extend the roster? And Tomo, will we see a Chipotle Bowl in the Big Ten Championship?
Uh-oh.
Don't say that on air. Last time I said something on air, I ended up getting clipped up. So I'm gonna just be humble. You know what I'm just saying?
I got you.
What's up, Tomo?
You know what I'm saying? I'm a chill. I'm a chill. But it would be nice though. It would be nice.
You know what? It's different this time. You don't have the other person that was clipped up on here as well, so you should be good.
Hey, Chipotle. We need some talk to a brother, all right? Because we Chipotle Bowl. All right, talk to Tomo and Carl. But anyways,
for real.
We are streaming this on 3 different platforms: YouTube, Facebook, and X. So make sure y'all like the video on whatever platform you're watching this on. Make sure you follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us everywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports, as you can see under Dave. And if you go to X, because the characters are too long, you can follow us there at R2L Sports. So make sure you do that and share this video with someone so they could come on and watch this video live with you, because you could be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments I will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Daniel for being the first comment most of the time. What's up? Hey, appreciate you for tuning in. Shout out to my boy Carl, talk about Maryland cooking right now. So hey, listen. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, the floor is yours, man.
And just like we said, of course, every time we think it's a slow day, right before show day, they give us a play. And Cooper Kupp destination came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, I want 15 mil. I need to go somewhere. I don't really want to move too far. I don't want to play where it's cold. So how about I just go to a division rival? How about we do that? So Cooper Kupp announced, well, not him, more so Twitter and his agent, because I know his agent got that fee. Everybody getting paid on these Fridays. Cooper Kupp has agreed to a 3-year contract with the Seattle Seahawks. I don't see how players just like to stay in their own division, but still, with a total of like 40, I think it's around 15 mil. That's what he asked for a total of 45. So, fellas, the Rams released him. Dave, you play both these teams. How we feel about Cooper Kupp finally going somewhere?
I mean, he went somewhere where the quarterback had a great season last year. And Sam Darnold was also in San Francisco before he got there, and he actually credited last season to what Brock Purdy helped him see. Not saying that Brock Purdy got him where he is, but he said Brock Purdy did give him some help. So they got something. They got to see what's going on. They still got JSN there. They just traded away DK Metcalf to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They still have Kenneth Walker back there. So let's see what the Seattle offense is going to be. They still have their second-year coach that came from the Ravens. He was the Ravens defensive coordinator before he came to coach in Seattle. So now they get to see what they have with 2 weapons. Cooper Kupp, we know what he's been. He just hasn't been necessarily healthy the last few seasons. We know he had that Triple Crown season where everyone said that he was at least a top 5 wide receiver in the league. And we've had some debates like that in the chat, not necessarily on the show, but we've had some healthy debates about Cooper Kupp being a top 5 wide receiver. And now Cooper Kupp has, we know how dynamic he can be, but now all he did was go from LA to Seattle. He went from LA to Washington. So, I mean, he went from a warmer place to a colder place. He went from a place that hasn't necessarily been what they've been since they had the Legion of Boom. So he's looking to see if maybe they have an opportunity for that. They also just got DeMarcus Lawrence. We're going to be talking about his situation soon with the Cowboys. But this Seattle team, I mean, I don't really know what to think of them, because is Sam Darnold going to have the same season he had last year, or is going to revert back to the Sam Darnold we all know? The Sam Darnold that we're seeing goes. The Sam Darnold we saw in the last few games of the season. The Sam Darnold we saw in the playoff game. That's the Sam Darnold we all know. So what is there to expect? And also, Sam Darnold doesn't have that same offensive mind that he had in Minnesota. So I'm not sure what to expect with the Seattle team. This is a good move for them because Cooper Kupp definitely helps that wide receiver room. Now with DK Metcalf being gone, Cooper Kupp is no hothead. He gonna go out there and play his game and do what he needs to do. We know what DK Metcalf was. You talking about his game, and that was it. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, but it's this normally happens. Of course, it's just I think it's gonna be something for the Rams that they're gonna have to deal with because now you got to see him twice a year for at least the next 3 seasons. So if he's healthy, he can be dangerous,
That's a
but
fact.
he needs to be healthy.
That's a fact. Actually, you know what? Because I forgot. I gotta talk about the Cowboys next. So you can wait now. Cooper Kupp joining that wide receiver room with a defensive minded head coach. I see they got MVS and they still got JSN, so that helps. But is Sam Darnold gonna be the Sam Darnold that we know? Or is this the Sam Darnold that we know? Is he a winning quarterback now? Because you know, in a different environment, he was a different guy. He had a wide receiver to throw to, and he looked good. 14 games until they had to play some serious games where it actually counts. Trust me, I know a lot about that. These guys talk about another quarterback that I root for a lot when it comes to those moments. But it's really gonna come down to his health. Is he truly as healthy as they think he is? Because most times when people release wide receivers like this, the first thing people say is, well, why is he a free agent? If he is still the same, then why would the Rams want to get rid of him? Especially seeing after what they just went and got with Devontae Adams. Can you imagine that big three? That would have been a crazy big three. Puka with Stafford back there too, and Stafford doing podcasts now, so you already know what that all season gonna look like. But still, I think it's a good move for him. He landed in a good spot. Carl said in the comments, Cooper Kupp went home. So anytime you go home, you feel back at home, so you can play a little bit better, different environment, different training staff. So it may be a good season for him. A lot to prove. I would say for this whole Seahawks team, this is a season to prove it. Because you got Sam Darnold who needs to prove that he's good. You got Cooper Kupp who needs to prove that he's healthy. And you got Marcus Lawrence who needs to prove that the Seahawks can actually go to the Super Bowl. Joe.
Okay. I love the move. Shout out to Cooper Kupp. He said I got Washington back on my chest. Seahawks, I like the moves that they're doing this offseason. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're having a really good offseason. First, they trade Geno Smith for a third-round pick, which is pretty good. They got him for a third-round pick, replace him with Sam Darnold. They put Sam Darnold on a 3-year contract, $100 million contract, but $55 million guaranteed. So more than half the contract is not even a little bit under half the contract is not guaranteed, which is a safe contract. So if he turns out to be who he really is, they think he is, he will get the $100 million, which is worth it. And if he's not, that's fine. $18 million a year guaranteed. I'll take that. Geno Smith was getting about like the cap hit was about $14 million a year. I mean, tomato, right? And then they bring in people underestimate this. They signed Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak now is the offensive coordinator. Like Tomo said, they said they got Kenneth Walker already. They got Charbonnet also. Tomo mentioned they got JSN. They also got MVS. So they got weapons and adding Cooper Kupp. You got Jackson Jigba. Like he's just a bona fide stud as a wide receiver, can do it all. Then you got Cooper Kupp, who's an elite route runner, and MVS your deep threat. So they got pieces. You know, they got a defense. The defense was good last year. The head coach is a defensive guy. They signed Marcus Lawrence too, which is a good pickup too. They got they signed John Jones, another offensive lineman, which is good for Sam Darnold. Now people are down on Sam Darnold. I know Dave said Brock Purdy taught him a lot. I would say that he worked under Kyle Shanahan, and he said he learned how to prepare. Now Brock Purdy is a part of that because he was the quarterback he was following, but the Kyle Shanahan system, the standard they have in that building of preparation and stuff like that, he learned. But people forget Kyle Shanahan, Kevin O'Connell came from that tree. So the system is kind of similar. So he goes to Kyle Shanahan and O'Connell, and then Clint Kubiak comes from the same system. Now, I know we worried about, is he going to show up in the playoffs? I'm not going to say he is. But I will tell you this. It's going to sound crazy. He's better with the Seahawks than he probably was with the Minnesota Vikings in the playoffs. As much as we are high on Kevin O'Connell, I don't know about the playoffs. I saw him in the playoffs against the New York Giants. I saw him in the playoffs against the Rams. We saw the Detroit Lions blitz all those times, and he dropped back Sam Darnold. He threw the ball 41 times against the Lions. For what? He threw the ball 41 times against the Rams. For what? The Kubiaks, they run the ball. If anybody watched the Saints last year, Derek Carr barely threw the ball. They ran the rock. And that's what they're going to do. especially with a defensive-minded head coach. They want to run the ball. Last year, the problem with Geno Smith, the offensive coordinator, who I complained about all year, was throwing the ball too much with Geno Smith. Yeah, he had a career high in passing attempts. Yeah, he had a career high in passing yards. Yeah, he had a career high in this and that. But with all them career highs, they missed the playoffs because Geno ain't that guy. So run the ball, and I think that's what they're going to do with Sam Donald. He just had to make key throws, so he won't be pressured to do as much as he was pressured to do against the Lions and the Rams down the stretch to the playoffs and last game of the season. So I love what the Seahawks are doing. Cooper Kupp, good choice.
Yeah, and they paid you. You gotta go where the money resides, man.
Definitely did. They signed they re-signed a key defensive player too, Jaron Reed. So that's going to help them out as well. And Ernest Jones. So
yes, and I try to find it. I don't know if you saw it, Dave. How much is this Cooper Kupp contracts guaranteed? Because I didn't see the guarantees yet.
I didn't see that either.
I just know it's $45 million contract. They didn't say what was guaranteed though. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, that's always important. People see the big number. Oh my gosh, bro! Look at the guarantees.
Mm-hmm. The guarantees is what counts.
Yeah, that's what matters, bro. Because you can get cut.
Exactly.
Ask Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp. Oh man.
He definitely is underrated, Carl. He is underrated, but that was a key re-sign for them. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, they didn't put that in there. I guess those details will come out later.
They lost DK, who was under. I would say under. I say no, underrated. I say overrated. I think DK is overrated, bro. Sorry, DK, I don't mean to kill you, bro, but
he underperforms a lot. He does not. He don't be mentally there sometimes. That's what it is. You talk about his game, he just don't know what to do.
Tyler Lockett is a really good receiver, but DK, yo, we shouldn't be debating who's number one receiver.
Bro, who's gonna pick up Tyler Lockett? He's still a free agent. That's crazy.
You know who? Tyler Lockett won $6 million. Cowboys is on him.
That's $6 million. Shout out to J-Mo.
Hey, that might be the cap in San Francisco too. So.
Just saying, he $6 million, you signed.
I don't know if y'all know J-Mo. His name is J-Mo 6 mil. That's what he called it.
That's it.
6 mil. Shout out to my boy J-Mo.
He got that Stephen Jones mindset. 6 million. But I was gonna say, before we move on, the funny thing about these two receivers is they both was built in stature, and I'm talking about DK and AJ. They went to the same school, but you talk trash to one of them, they play better. You talk trash to the other one, they ready to fight. That's insane.
The Crash Out Boy is gonna be fun to see.
Ooh, I can't wait for these panels.
Especially if Aaron Rodgers the quarterback too.
I can't wait for these panels, boy.
Did y'all talk about that on Tuesday?
What?
Aaron Rodgers?
The crash out twins.
Nah, we ain't talking about
we ain't really talk about that. We talk about his all-season moves, period. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
we don't know who the quarterback is. We don't get to still when they find a quarterback.
Hey, yo, I don't know. Did you ever say who your biggest loser?
Mason Rudolph back?
I didn't, but we can move on. Let's go.
Mason Rudolph.
I ain't get a chance.
More crash out. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
Yo. They just add to the crowd. I feel sorry for Mike Tomlin, man. Oh, man.
Mike Tomlin, he used to that.
You're right.
It's number crash outs that be there when he there. He ain't worried about that.
He gonna walk off.
Steelers about to sign Aaron Rodgers. That's what's about to happen.
Yeah, I want to ask Javon, if you in the comments, who you want for your quarterback?
He don't want Aaron Rodgers. I know that. He said that in the chat today.
Oh, he did? Okay.
He don't want Aaron Rodgers.
You know what, Javon? Hold your thoughts. We're gonna
we gonna need you on the show for that one.
Yeah, he probably sign over the weekend.
Oh, dang, he ain't said nah, Rod.
That's good. I already said that. He ain't said too much.
All right.
He ain't said too much.
Well, he did the right thing. You know, he ain't say too much. Because the other team, they seem to find a way to talk too much. Now, I'm going to intro this because it's funny, because literally just last week, we had another team who just won a Super Bowl, and they went through almost similar drama. Meanwhile, team,
you were laughing it up, Tomo. Tomo was the main one laughing in the chat.
And I'll tell you why I was laughing, because AJ posted something in the NFL chat. He was like, no, Tomo and Big O, y'all was laughing at us. Come back. I was like, bro, we're used to this. Y'all not. So that's why I'm laughing. Because it's like, this is normal for my house. To hear y'all arguing, oh, this is good. We got to pull up the popcorn. And then both of them gone. Both of them gone. Meanwhile,
Crazy.
one of them in Dallas on the flip side, because the table going to turn. And it seems to turn so quick in the NFC East. Like, you'll laugh 1 week, and then the next week, the joke right on you, and you got to be like, well, you know what? It's not that bad. Like, yes, it is. So, DeMarcus Lawrence literally hopped off a jet, got in an Uber, and walked into the facility and did an interview. Normal process for any player that leaves the team when they join a new team. And he comes out and they were asking him, and he was like, man, how do you feel about being a Seahawk? You know, this is your new home. And he was like, you know, Dallas is my home, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. And then the announcer kind of looked at him. He kind of laughed like, you know, my family's still there. That's always going to be home. You know, things like that. And Micah sees it, and Micah does what Micah does best. And as you see the title right here, Tank takes, Micah tweets. Tank dropped the tape, Micah tweeted. This rejection, this is what rejection and envy look like. This some clown stuff. Literally about, I wouldn't even say maybe 40, not even 40 minutes, 40 less, maybe 5 minutes. Tank said, I got a phone too. Still with the cowboy icon on his Twitter profile with his jersey on, saying, calling me a clown won't change the fact that I told the truth. Maybe if you spent less time tweeting and more time winning, I wouldn't have left. Emoji. Well, if there's one thing that ex-Cowboy players can do, and I'm going to say Cowboy players themselves, they can take to the media. And Trayvon jumped in and said, hey, can't go to war with somebody who really hating on you. Then a couple more Cowboy players, you know, said some things. I can't find their tweets. They probably deleted them. But look, you all are probably here saying, how you feel about this? I don't feel no way. It is what it is. The guy said he feel like he can't win the Super Bowl there. Granted, you was with the team for about 4 or 5 of them playoff games. I seen a running back just run for 300 yards. I ain't gonna say too much. You said you feel like you can't win a Super Bowl there. You was in that Packers game. I'm just saying, you feel like you can't win a Super Bowl there. You was there longer than Micah. Micah can tweet talking about winning. That's just how I feel about it. But at the end of the day, I'm happy you went somewhere where you can extend your career, you know, keep going, because the season ended. I think he got hurt. The last time D-Law was there for Romo, a little bit of Romo. Like I said, he was there for that. He was there for most of them playoff games too. And what was always my thing that Tomo say when he come on here? Can the defense can y'all shine some light on them too? They was getting to the quarterback. They was forcing turnovers. Why they can't show up in the playoffs neither? For you to say, I know I'm not going to Super Bowl there, you could have been one of the reasons why they actually got to a Super Bowl when you were there. Why take for you to leave to say all of this? That's the one thing I don't like about former Cowboy players when they leave. Because the first thing they want to do is say, well, I knew I wasn't going to win there because we got this, we got to do that, we got to do this. But when you there, you enjoying everything. How about you actually try to change the culture in the moment instead of waiting until you leave? It's like being in a bad relationship for 6 years and you talking about, man, you know, it was perfect. Then when you leave, like, man, I found the love of my life. I knew I wasn't going to get no ring. You're lying because you wouldn't have stayed that long. You got 2 extensions, man. You got 2 of them. You could have left when they franchise tagged you the first time. But no, you wanted to stick around because you like being the quote-unquote hot boy. You thought we forgot about that when you was the leader of the locker room. The hot boys was there. Hot boys couldn't even touch the quarterback for almost 2 years, but that's another story for another day. Cowboy players, Cowboy fans, we're going to always be in the media. But I just want to know why, outside of, the facility, how come nobody else talked about when the Eagles was going through what they was going through? That's all I'm saying. As soon as the Cowboys tweet, this was A block for everybody. And I'm like, man, we got other stuff to talk about. We got Super Bowl winners y'all could be talking about. They ain't doing nothing in the offseason. Why y'all worry about the Cowboy tweets? This goes back to what Charles Barkley said. Y'all only like to talk about 2 teams. You proved it, Steven. Fellas, what y'all think about this?
Okay, Tomo.
Get him.
I mean, who am I getting?
I don't know.
Because is he lying?
Nah.
No. He ain't lying. Last time I checked, Dave. Last time I checked, Dave, is Jerry Jones still a GM?
Yep.
Okay. Dave, is Jerry Jones the best GM in this division?
No.
Okay. Is that?
Oh, don't do that.
Yep, Dak Prescott's in there.
Is he the best quarterback in his division?
No.
Okay.
Top three.
Are the Super Bowl defending champions in his division?
Yep.
Okay. The teams that represent the NFC Championship games, both of them are in this division?
Yep.
Okay, cool. The Seahawks are closer to the Super Bowl than the Cowboys are. Yes, Tomo, I'm going to say it right here, right now.
Now you got me, Joe. There you go. I wasn't even ready to do this today, Joe. There you go.
The Seahawks are closer to a Super Bowl than the Dallas Cowboys. And let me tell you why. Who the head coach of the Seahawks? Mike McDonald, right? Dave, was he in the AFC Championship game just 2 years ago?
He was as a defensive coordinator with the Ravens. Yes, he was.
Okay, cool. The Seahawks organization, have they won a Super Bowl recently?
They have.
Probably 10 years ago.
Was he there?
Right?
He wasn't there. He wasn't there.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there. He wasn't there. You're right. He wasn't there.
The
Right?
Seahawks have gotten to two Super Bowls within the last,
Cool.
Cool.
So this is what I know, right? The Cowboys. As long as Dak Prescott, the quarterback, Tombo, no disrespect to Dak Prescott, they ain't winning no Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Unless you get an all-time great defense, unless you get something similar to
Nope, say it. You disrespect Dak. Go ahead and say it.
I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting this guy. If they had a defensive run like the Eagles did last year, Dak might win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, because when they did it past Mahomes, I don't care who the quarterback was, they won that game, right? So if Dak was in that situation, maybe. But Dak is tied up to 2028. And one thing I know about the Cowboys, y'all hold on to y'all quarterbacks. That's all I know. Y'all hold on to the thick of them. So, and when he comes around with his contract, y'all gonna renew the contract. I said renew the contract. Y'all gonna do the contract. Y'all gonna give him an extension. So the Seahawks, Sam Darnold. Do I think Sam Darnold better than Dak Prescott? I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but I do think the Seahawks put Sam Darnold in as a plug-in until they get their real quarterback. I think the Seahawks got an opportunity to draft a quarterback this year and have him go behind Sam Darnold and then maybe be the future or next year get a quarterback. But the Cowboys, do I see them winning the Super Bowl, Dave? Why Jerry Jones being the GM? The answer is no. So yes, the Seahawks are closer. I said it in my research. I want to know if the same GM that was here when they went to Super Bowl is here right now. I don't know. I didn't do my research. Maybe they were. But if he is the same GM, yes, they are definitely closer because the reason why y'all not Super Bowl contenders is because your quarterback and your GM, Jerry Jones. So, DeMarcus Lawrence, keep talking, bro. You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Go, Dave.
Yeah. Woo! Joe, you said a lot right there. You said a lot right there.
He was cool to the Sam Darnold stuff.
I know. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Tomo. As much as I don't like the Cowboys, you know my disdain for the Seattle Seahawks. So you ain't gonna hear that from me. You got it. I'm still gonna say Dak Prescott is better than the champion.
Carl said, "Hold on, what?"
But
we got a worm here. I'm sorry. Okay,
but look, here's the thing, man. What's the offseason without some Cowboys drama? This is normal. Come on, y'all. This happens all the time. They do this on purpose. We talking about it because this is what they do. Joe, you said it. No matter what happens, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys gonna be they're gonna be talked about somehow. So Tomo, you shouldn't be surprised that they're talking about the Cowboys and not the Eagles. The Eagles, don't nobody care about the Eagles for real. They want a Super Bowl title, yes. They had a little bit of drama. They had some drama with Darius Slay and CJ Gardner-Johnson. They both gone now. So that's why they don't care. They gone. CJ Gardner-Johnson got traded to the Texans. Slay is still in Pennsylvania, but he's wearing black and gold now. He with the Steelers. They don't care about that. You know where the money comes from, Tomo. The money comes from talking about the Cowboys. Once the Cowboys got some drama, boom, every station got to talk about it. No matter where it is. I bet you somebody in San Francisco is talking about it. I bet you somebody in Washington talking about it. Somebody in I guarantee you there's a channel in every state where someone had to talk about this Cowboys drama. I guarantee you that. That's where the money comes from. That's what they want to talk about. But I mean, I kind of got to agree with Joe. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. The Cowboys haven't gotten past the second round since when? Exactly. I mean, you can't talk about winning the Super Bowl if you can't even get past the second round. That's just what it is. Now,
you got
Huh?
Did you get past the second round?
Who?
49ers. They got past the second round recently.
Yeah, we got to the NFC Championship game. We done been to 3 Super Bowls in my time since I've
Oh, went
Ask
through.
me. Ask me.
I mean, didn't Washington get to the NFC Championship game last season?
I think so.
The first time since what, 91, right?
Come on, Dave.
I mean, I just saying, just saying. That's the year I was born. That's how I remember, But I mean, this is what it is. The Cowboys just, for some reason, they get in their own way. This is what happens when it comes to the Cowboys. You got some kind of drama that happens. Then the regular season comes upon. They either win 13 games and they lose the first playoff game, or they go 8-8, or should I say 8-9, 9-8. That's just what happens. This is normal. We should have expected this. We should have known something like this was going to happen. Now, we probably didn't think that D-Law was going to say what he said, but I mean, he's speaking truth. I mean, Micah was talking smack too. He was talking about my nine and says, rookie quarterback, that contract ain't there no more. Now you lose a player. Well, guess what? You still didn't get past the second round, Micah. So you can laugh all you want. You still can't beat us. It don't matter what happened. It just can't happen. And Joe, you made a point. I know the super chat. You made a point. Remember when you said that if the defense had a run like the Eagles, they had that opportunity when they played us in the playoffs before.
There you go.
But what happened?
Dang, the turnovers.
Now back to the super chat. Joe, thank Big O, my guy Big O. What's going on? $4.99 super chat. Joe, I think he said mad disrespectful. Joe, mad disrespectful. Sam, who? That better than any quarterback y'all had. What?
You said had. You said had.
Had. Okay.
You said had.
You talking about the Commanders, right?
He talking about had, meaning
Jimmy
like,
G too. What you mean?
I know he better than Jimmy G. Jimmy G suck.
I want you to know.
Jimmy G suck.
He said had.
He ain't talking about man JD5. He's talking about had Taylor Heineke.
Anybody they had.
I was thinking, look,
is he better than
I thought he was either talking about the Commanders or the Seahawks, because he ain't better than Russ. Russ got a Super Bowl ring.
He's talking about Joe.
He better
the best quarterback in our history. Like, come on, I guess talking about like since probably like 2000, I guess.
Yeah.
He's talking about Joe. Joe saying Sam Darnold is closer to getting the Seahawks to the Super Bowl than Dak is. That was disrespectful.
Seahawks are closer.
Who they quarterback?
Cowboys.
Who they quarterback?
I ain't saying that he gonna be there. I just said they gonna replace Sam Darnold. I just said that. Nah. He's a plug-in.
Marcus Lawrence got 2 more years on that bad foot. They not making the Super Bowl, bro. I'm sorry.
2 more years now.
That's all I'm saying. That's what he talking like. He got like 6 more years left. I'm like, bro.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Hold up. What are you talking about?
Reggie 5.
Come on, bro.
Hey, that's y'all.
That's what you want right now.
Oh.
Say no, go ahead, Dave.
That was it for me. That was my point.
He said he ain't lying. Like, nah, he ain't lying. But at the end of the day, that Sam Darnold thing was crazy.
Yeah,
that better than Sam Darnold. He is.
That
is better than Sam Darnold. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't gonna win no Super Bowl there.
Now, if we talking about last year, Sam Darnold had a better year, but Dak also didn't finish the year. So
I mean, let him finish the year. It's still better than
Here Joe go. I'm trying
to he actually wasn't playing. He wasn't playing well before he got hurt. That's
one good game, and that good game wasn't even good. It's still his game.
Hey, we beat a playoff team.
Oh,
that's all. Yeah. They only beat up on bad teams. We beat up on them. That's all I'm saying.
You did.
And Darnold did too.
Sam Darnold lost to the Lions.
That's a playoff team.
Bro, y'all beat the Lions last year. That's what you saying.
Yeah. When we got a team, the Lions know what time it is. Us and the refs.
The Lions are different. Last year they were the best team in the NFC, bro.
Like,
yeah. Did you not hear what I said? The Lions know what time it is when the Cowboys got a good team and the refs. They know what's up with us. Hey, that's why they won last year.
Did y'all play the Lions last year?
That's why I said they won last year because we ain't have a good team.
They win. They blew y'all out.
Hey, listen to what y'all don't be listening. Y'all just be wondering. Y'all don't listen. We ain't have a good team or no refs. That's why they did what they
trick
did.
plays and all that on y'all. He right, the refs.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
get all that. That's
when
cool.
you get blown out, the refs don't matter no more.
That's the point. We needed a ref. What you talking about?
He said Dak threw like 4 picks.
Yeah. Dak looked like what's the name against y'all in the playoffs? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know, man. Sam Donald, he might surprise y'all next year. Everybody down.
He surprised us last year. That's enough.
Bro, Clint Kubiak's in the same system.
He is.
And they're gonna run the ball more than Kevin O'Connell. We want to throw the ball.
But I guarantee more people are gonna be prepared for Sam Donald this time than they were last year.
Yeah, JD5.
No one was expecting anything from him. He had no expectation.
Yeah, JD.
Yeah,
Combo. Hey, yo, we got an all-pro type tackle now. Now we're gonna know what that feel like.
All pro.
Now we're gonna know what Jalen Hurts kind of feel like because he got an all-pro line.
There you go. Yeah. I was about to say.
I mean, got all pro everywhere.
We got one all pro and he a guard right now. Our last all pro retired.
Our last all pro on his last leg. He might be retiring soon.
They got McDonald, Sam Donald. It don't matter. Seahawks ain't winning no ring. They ain't winning no ring. You don't know about that. I got the 49ers winning one before them. And I don't even like the 49ers.
Of course.
And you see what they doing.
They got a good program.
That's all they got right now, and they passing them out. They passing out programs. Dave, it's your time. 49ers minus half. I don't know what's going on over there, Dave. Y'all passing out programs in black trash bags. You can go, but you can stay. Dave, you weren't here last week. We talked about it, but we really want to know how you feeling, man. What's going on?
A great transition, Tomo.
So I had some time to think about this.
Okay.
At first, I was really, really upset, like seriously upset. For one, two of my favorite players on the team are gone. They both are on the same team. Tyler Noah Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw. Two guys that were key defensive players, key starters, all-pro players, Pro Bowl players on the team, and they are now with Denver. And they deserve the contract that they got. We couldn't offer that to them because we just didn't have the money, and we still have to pay Brock Purdy. So, although I'm upset, I understood why they took other contracts to go somewhere else. And honestly, going to Denver is probably a better chance for them to be able to play well right now because what we're doing, honestly, is getting younger. That's what we're doing. The 49ers are getting younger. We have one of the oldest teams in the NFL. If you look at all the guys that we had, Trent Williams, he an old vet. George Kittle, old vet. You look at, it's just a lot of stuff that's been going on for this team where everyone was old. D-line is not what it was. You know, we thought Javon Hargrave was going to be a key defensive tackle on the D-line, and he just wasn't that. You know, he wasn't, you know, the first season it was kind of good, like the first 6 weeks, and then it just went downhill after that. Then last year he also didn't start well, and then he was out for the rest of the season. So got out of that contract. You look at Debo. Debo was really the first move when we traded him to Washington. So we had to make sure that we got that, you know, out the way. And then all of a sudden, Brandon Ayuk was put on. I guess they were listening to calls for Brandon Ayuk, but for right now, he's still on the roster. He went and signed Demarcus Robinson. You know, not a huge piece, but definitely a piece that helps out this offense as well. We still have Juwan Jennings. We got Ricky Pearsall, who's going to be healthier. Last year he came off getting shot in the chest, so it wasn't too much he was going to expect him to do because my man got shot in the chest. It wasn't too much he was going to do in his rookie season. I don't know, Joe. You can relate to this to one of your guys getting shot and then having to play after that. You know, I don't know why.
Bring the reactions up, bro. Bring the reactions.
I want the reaction.
Don't shoot. Come on.
Yo, you can relate. Like,
no. Brian Robinson Jr. You remember he was shot in his he was shot in the leg, and because he had got robbed. Almost the same situation was happening with Ricky Pearsall, a young teenager, tried to rob him. The only thing is he got out of it himself. He defended himself and got it from the guy, and the boy got locked up. But I mean, he had to deal with that. And right now, what the 49ers are doing, they're more so looking towards the draft. That's why we haven't really been heavy in free agency, honestly, because we don't really have a lot of money to give out because we still have to make sure that Brock Purdy gets the payday. Right now, I think the contract on the table is $45 million a year, which, like I said, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at him getting offered a $45 million contract because honestly, yes, he's up next. Don't get me wrong, and he deserves to get paid more than what other quarterbacks have gotten because they haven't done what he's done. You know, Justin Herbert hasn't done what he's done. Trevor Lawrence hasn't done what he's done. There are other quarterbacks in the league that got paid more than him that haven't done what he did. However, our team is in a different position than those other teams. Jaguars, they're not contending in the AFC. Let's just be honest about it. The Chargers probably have an opportunity to do that. You know, Mike Williams is back with the Chargers now, so they have somewhat of an opportunity to get back to there. They signed Najee Harris as well. I know, Mark ain't gonna be too fond of that, but it doesn't matter. So you still got the Chargers there that may still be able to do something, but Justin Herbert was just in the playoffs again, and he also didn't show up. So, I mean, you got that. The one thing I can say about Brock Purdy is that when he's in the playoff, he shows up. He shows up. He does what he did. Even in the Super Bowl game when we lost, he wasn't the reason why we lost. But am I going to put him in that? Do I put him in that category with Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson? No, he's not in that. He's not in that conversation whatsoever. I'm sorry. As much as I love Brock Purdy, he's not in that conversation. He's not an elite quarterback. I'm going to say that. Brock Purdy is not an elite quarterback. But he deserves to be paid because the guy has won playoff games. He got into 2 NFC Championship games in his career and the Super Bowl. You give him what he's done. And you project him to be able to play well. Now, and the thing is, we're going from our personnel is starting to change a little bit as well. That's why we released Kyle Juszczyk, because we're no longer being that 22 personnel. It's going to be more like a 12 personnel now, to where it's more simpler and it's easier for Brock Purdy to operate the offense like he normally does. It's a lot easier for him to do what he does when it's in 12 personnel. With CMC coming back, and he's getting older. We still got Jordan Mason there. We still got some key players that's still on the team. We're just looking a lot younger now. We got Malik Mustafa out of the draft last year, who came in. He's a hitter. So we wanted to make sure he had his opportunity. Jair Brown, who actually had a bad year last year, but his rookie year, he showed some promise. So we're giving those 2 safeties an opportunity to be out there. We got Deommodore Lenoir. The one move I expected someone to be gone was Charvarius Ward. Mooney Ward had a devastating season last year when he lost his child. He lost his daughter. His daughter passed away. And he said that respectfully, he did not want to return to San Francisco because it gave him too many bad memories. I'm not going to be mad at that. I want him to go somewhere else to get another opportunity to play because I don't want him to have to continue to come back and still have those memories coming back about his losing his child. So and then we had 2 players on the same team that had the same thing. So, I mean, I don't see it as we are like, it's a rework. We're retooling. That's what we're doing. We're retooling. We're retooling the team. So we still have good players on the team. We still got, like I said, we still got Brandon Ayuk. We still have George Kittle. The backup tight end we signed is actually pretty good as well. So I think we're going to be okay. We still have an easier schedule coming up this season. Let's just make sure we get Brock Purdy's contract and let's see how the draft goes.
From the Super Bowl to retooling, sound like the Commanders.
Recalibrate.
Oh, that's what y'all said. I knew I heard something somewhere. Mm-hmm. I only know rerun in Dallas. I'm sorry. My bad.
Hey, you said the Jags not going to contend?
No.
No.
Duval. I don't care what. I said I had no feedback, but I have one question for you, Dave. Mm-hmm. All right. For time's sake, try to be as quick as possible if you could. If you guys go longer, do your thing. Brock Purdy. All right. You mentioned his contract. He needs to get paid. Mm-hmm. Brock Purdy's in an interesting situation. He came in as the last pick of the draft, who, meaning in NFL dollars, got paid nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
So in his situation financially, it's like, bro, take advantage of your opportunity, and get all the money you can get, or take less money so your team can build around you, right? So, if you were Brock Purdy, not what's best, not if you were Kyle Shanahan, if you were Brock Purdy himself, how would you handle the situation?
If I'm Brock Purdy, I'm getting all the money I can get. That's what I'm doing. Honestly, I mean, that's any player. I'm getting all the money I can get. I know if it was me personally, I'm just going to take whatever I can to make sure that the team can still be successful. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want. To me, it depends on what's Brock Purdy's mindset. Does he really want all the money he can get, or does he want to make sure he gets paid while also still making sure that the team's able to compete? And I think the way that it seems like most people hear about Brock Purdy is he wants to get paid, but he wants the team to still be able to compete. So let's just see what happens.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Hey, everybody that's watching, I'm gonna give a shout out. Brock Purdy, all them dudes that want to get more money, but you want to take less money because you want to win. Hit him, my man Daryl Julian. Hit him, my man Daryl Julian. He got you with the finances, so you can keep more money that you got. Go ahead, Tomo.
You know, but like it depends on my work environment. The work environment good, like refuse to lose. I might take a pay cut. My old job, bring me my money.
Yeah, bring me my
money. Huh?
Take a pay cut. We could talk about this sometimes.
Now y'all seen what DeMarcus Lawrence did, right?
Joe was like,
No,
Joe pulled to Jerry Jones. He said, "You said what?"
hey, you want to restructure your contract?
He said, "Oh, Tomo really think he might get. He want to go on the podcast and say he gonna take a pay cut." All right. Joe gonna drop that clip. I walk in, he gonna like say, "Yeah, remember,
that's gonna be my selling point." My selling point.
You.
Tom gonna bring his agent. I'm like, this is what your guy said.
hey, Worm, that's facts. It's interesting. It's like a raise situation. He about to break the percentages record. Yes, that's true. It's interesting. It's different because like he was the last pick in the draft.
He definitely could break the bank if he wanted to.
He can.
But I think if he asked for that, y'all would let him walk. Well, y'all would franchise tag him.
Yeah, we're tag him. More than likely. I mean, he still has a year left on the contract, so
this is his last year coming up, right?
Yeah, last year coming up.
How much Jalen Hurts make?
Jalen Hurts, he signed for $42 million.
I think that's
but
a good scale.
He wasn't the highest paid when he signed though.
No, I'm saying for Brock, I think that's a good scale to start off with.
That's what they gave. No, right now, Tomo.
We offered him 45.
Bro, Trevor Lawrence getting 55.
Yeah, but I look at it. I look at it this way because remember y'all talked about Josh Allen contract. He don't have the highest contract in the NBA.
But it's his second contract out there.
That's true. That is true. But I'm also looking at his situation. He's in a situation where they can compete for championships. Not saying that he's got to the Super Bowl, but he's been to the AFC Championship at least twice. So he has something he can say about that. Brock Purdy has also been to the NFC Championship game twice. Super Bowl.
Exactly. Josh Allen never had been there.
That is true. Josh Allen is also an MVP and All-Pro, something that Brock Purdy hasn't done.
I mean, I'm looking at that contract. I'm like, yo.
I would look at that contract too, but I look at the other. If I'm Brock Purdy, I'm going to look at the quarterback's contracts that are winning. I want to be put in that situation. I want to be put in the winning.
They got paid a long time ago.
But what you're not listening, Joe, because
what he's saying is, goes up.
But listen, though, Joe, what he's saying is the franchises that ain't going nowhere are paying these quarterbacks $50
a lot of money,
like Sam Darnold. Mm-hmm. Franchises that ain't going nowhere.
Sam Darnold get paid a lot.
No, I'm joking because you said they're gonna win the Super Bowl. That's why I brought him up. But it's more so Dak and Trevor Lawrence that he's talking about.
$45 million is wild though. $45 million is wild. Y'all release all these dudes. Y'all ain't signed nobody for real. Give me my money, bro. Come on.
Give me my money.
We ain't gonna be able to sign no one else. So
I mean, it's your job as a GM.
No, I'm not.
No, Dave. Not you, Dave. I know. Because you just said get all the money you want.
Yeah.
But Kyle, not Kyle, John, Mr. McDonald's. That's what you look like in the movie. John Lynch, can you please pay my money? Pay me my money.
Pay my boy.
Ooh, we got the McDonald's movie. Yeah, actor. He loves like John Lynch.
I want my boy to get paid, but I want my team.
Didn't he just get an extension?
Yes. I need to compare his extension to other GMs. That's what I need to do. I need to look at the other GMs and say, you know what? Hold up. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The year we went to the Super Bowl, that's when they both of them got to it. Just 2 years ago.
Hold on. You telling me Kyle Shanahan the highest paid coach, and he didn't win a Super Bowl? Give me my money. I know he's not. I'm just saying, like, if he was. I know a Steelers fan somewhere. You got a lot to say about him.
Mm.
They need a daggone I need to see the salary cap. You know what, Dave? That's a good point. That's a great point. Let's talk about the 49ers. I'm gonna look up all the GMs pay. I'm gonna look at all the coaches pay, and if any one of them is near the top, Brock Purdy needs bread.
They gonna be near the top.
We're not part of the salary cap. Ain't my problem.
You right. Nah, hey, I say the same thing when Jerry don't sign coaches. I'm like, bro, it's an open checkbook, but hey, you still being cheap. Meanwhile, we gonna switch gears just a little bit. Hold up. It's funny how we watch athletes say it's a business, pay me my money, but no walk in our office. Hey, I'm with you on that one, Worm, because I think it's different circumstances, though. I think it's different circumstances.
Hey, Tom, we could do swipe.
We can?
John Lynch makes $5 million per year as a GM.
You know what? I'm feeling like Sega. Let's go to that.
You feeling like who?
I said
Sega. All right. Well, here we go. We're gonna switch gears. I'm with you on that one, Worm. I think the difference in some people doing that is they don't really know. Our companies sometimes tell us how much they make, but they really don't. Meanwhile, in sports, you can go on Spot Track and figure out how much money you actually got. And you're like, hey, if he making this at this, I need that. That's the only difference. Some people would say they treat their contracts kind of like how they treat their MVPs. Some just give them out because they feel like it's a sympathy award, but coach not here to talk about it. We go on NBA. Joe.
Oh.
These your boys. These your boys. They played recently. I think they played back to back. I think it was on the 9th and the 10th.
They 2-2 against each other.
Yeah. One of them just jumped. I'm hearing that he's doing something that we never seen a player doing in the NBA. He's doing like unsportsmanlike center things.
Yeah.
I still, every time I hear Joker's name, I still remember that whole rant you went on the first time I came on here. I'm like, man, he better win MVP. And here we go again. Well, it seems like the 13th time in a row. It's Joker and somebody else. Who should be the front runner? Because right now the odds got the SGA at -549. They got Joker at +375. But I heard Joker jumped with that 30-20-20 game that he had. What do you think, Joe?
Here we go again. All right. Shout out to DMX. Sega. SGA is the MVP. He's the MVP. It's funny, y'all. I was watching First Thing First. Shout out to y'all. I love that show. And Nick Wright said the exact words. I said to my boy, I'm not going to say his name. I should have put a text. I plan to have the text messages up so I can show y'all the text messages. Because one of my boys, he like, Joker the MVP. And I'm like, no, he not. He's MVP. Oh, stats this, stats that, stats this, that. It's my dog. It's my dog. But you wrong, my man. You wrong. So look, I'm going to read the text messages, y'all, what I said. This is what I said. Y'all, Tom one day, this was after the first matchup when SGA beat him, all right? So I went there and said, SGA is the MVP, not Jokic. I said, he's been the MVP to me, and today they played, and he outplayed Jokic and beat him. Now, Jokic beat him in the second game. Don't get me wrong. So his and everybody else, oh, Jokic top 3 in every category, rebounds, points, and assists. Look, AJ, 30-20 is ridiculous. It's the Suns, by the way. It's ridiculous. One of the worst defensive teams in the league. It's ridiculous. I get it. Jokic is having a spectacular season. But can I tell you this? Jokic is 12 games behind SGA. Did anybody know that? 12! I mean, we're talking about 10 and more. A whole decade behind SGA. For goodness sake. If SGA rested for the rest of the year, he still won't win number 1 seed. SGA got it. And on top of that, right now, Jokic is tied with Memphis, and he's third. He ain't even second, he's third. The only time, right, you reward, first of all, when you do MVP, in my opinion, based on the history of the NBA, winning is first. Boom. But we look at winning. How your stats look? Oh, they average. Oh, snap. Okay. Donovan Mitchell, then you got the best record, but you only average 24 points. Okay. Who's second behind you? Oh, OKC only 1 game behind you? What with the best record? He leads scoring? MVP. I'm sorry. If you lead the league in scoring and you have the best record or like tied with the best record, you automatically, in my book, automatically MVP. You lead in scoring. The only way you not is if you're doing what Jokic's doing, and if you're like last year, Jokic won MVP because him and SGA, they had the same record, but OKC had a tiebreaker. But Jokic's numbers were like overall way better, and you can argue that this year. But SGA winning is like it's 12 games above Jokic. Now people say, well, Westbrook won MVP when he was a 6 seed, but you know why? Because it was the first time we saw a triple-double average since Oscar Robertson. That's the first time. Jokic averaging triple-double. Don't get me wrong. We just saw Russ do that with the Wizards. I mean, we saw Russ do that 3 years in a row. So it's not significant no more as it was when Russ first did it. That's all I'm saying. It's like saying if somebody was the 8 seed, if somebody was a 7 seed, Tomo and Dave, and they averaged 40 points a game, I bet you they'll win MVP. Because you know what? We're like, dang. We ain't never seen a dude average 40 points a game, just will. Because it's something that's significant. So that's why, that's why I believe SGA is the MVP. Because if you watch the Oklahoma City Thunder play, his scoring ability is the reason why they're the number 1 seed, y'all. They are the best defensive team, but they run that offense through SGA. They go to SGA first. He try to get his bucket. If he can't get his bucket, he facilitate. That's their offense. Plain and simple. Jalen Williams and the others, they barely get their opportunities, but it's all through SGA. And against the defending champions, y'all know he's 2-0 against them. He just went in Boston the other night and beat Boston. And why is Jokic the number 1? What? I don't get it. How? So Jokic is having a historic year. It's not voting fatigue. It's how the league has been since the history. Kobe averaged 35 a year. Did he win MVP? No. Because he was the top seed. Luka Doncic last year. This is what Nick Wright said. I said it's my man. Luka Doncic last year led the league in scoring and averaged 9 assists, 9 rebounds. There has never been a player in NBA history that averaged 9 assists and 9 rebounds while leading the league in scoring. Nobody has never done that, y'all. And he did it last year, but did he win MVP? No. Jokic averaged 26, 12, and 9. But Luka didn't win it. You know why? Because he was the 3rd seed. 3rd. If he was the 2nd or 1st, he probably would have won it. Winning matters in the MVP race in the NBA. So give me SGA, and I'm going to say it right now. We might see a 09 Kobe playoff run by SGA this year. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, y'all.
All right, look, Joe gave you his reason why SGA is the MVP. He mentioned something. He said scoring. You want to know what SGA has done in the last few games scoring? This is what he's done. Against the Celtics, he put up 34 points, 11 to 20 from the field. He also had 5 rebounds and 7 assists against the Celtics in Boston. Now, the game against the Nuggets, although he didn't put up 30, he did put up 25, 3 and 7 with a steal and 2 blocks. Against the Nuggets, the game before, 40 points, 8 assists. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. Are y'all noticing something that's going on right now? SGA is not just a scorer. He's also going to play some defense. And you know what? Put your best defender on him if you want to. He going to cook him. What happened to Jaylen Brown when he was on him? Cooked him. What happened when Jason Tatum was on him? Cooked him. You put Peyton Pritchard on SGA? Cooked him. This is what SGA does. He don't care who on him. You gonna get buckets. Telling you right now, SGA leads the league in 30-point games, 40-point games, and 50-point games. And you mean to tell me he's not MVP? And OKC is the number 1 seed in the Western Conference and up by 12 games? To the Nuggets? Please. SGA MVP. SGA is the MVP. Yes, I understand it. He got one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. And one thing a lot of people are not saying, his coach is very underrated. He is very underrated. That coach is doing. There was a instance where he talked about Jokic and the way Jokic takes the ball inbounds and how he has to do it fast. He found a loophole to make sure that did not happen. That's coaching. That is coaching. Not a lot of coaches do stuff like that, man. I saw him. SGA he's the MVP. I'm sorry. I thought he should have been the MVP last year because it was between Jokic and SGA last year, but they gave it to Jokic. And I'm not saying Jokic didn't deserve it because Jokic is who he is. But I understand that Jokic is playing out of his mind, but SGA is also playing out of his mind. It don't matter who he plays, man. It don't matter. He put a 51 against the Rockets. He put a 41 against the Grizzlies. These are other teams in the West that are competing to be in the playoffs. He put up 39 against the Timberwolves. Like, what you want him to do? He gonna cook whoever it is, and let them play the Lakers. He gonna put up 40. That's all of it. It don't matter who it is. He's gonna cook whoever he plays. SG is MVP.
What y'all need me to say? Yeah, he's the MVP. I just said it all. I was about to say he averaged 30 plus. Wop wop. I mean, but you as good as your last game. Shout out to Carl for saying that because that's the only reason I can see him jumping in the rankings. But outside of that, this season alone is SGA's. Like you said, MVP stands for most valuable player. Winning does in the NBA, but if you think about the actual meaning behind MVP as most valuable player, you take Sega off that team, what you got? An Atari. And we don't even play those no more. So at the end of the day, MVP. And what you say, if they play the Lakers, he's gonna drop 40. So I got something for you, Shay. Would you say PGA, USA, SGA, OKC, and 5?
Oh yeah, because you know what say was Unc say OKC, UFC, KFC, Lakers and 5. That's what he said.
Lakers and 5. I wonder how he's feeling now. Brian out for another week and Luka out today. Sorry,
he's still gonna say it. He's still gonna say it. And I'm only saying that because I need Golden State I need them to lose in the playoffs because I'm still mad about y'all calling me crazy.
12-2 since Jimmy got there. So
I'm just saying they gotta win it.
I'm just saying
they gotta win it. That's all.
If they get there though and lose, no, you're right. You can get on Draymond line, but you can't call him crazy though.
Yeah, no. That's cool. I'm like, he was right about some of it.
Sure, if they get the Western Conference Finals, I don't think you can say anything to Draymond because they got right there.
Said no. He said they were going to the finals and win. That was my statement. Yeah, he guaranteed a win.
He guaranteed it. No, you know what I'm talking about? If they don't win, you want to get on this line, bro.
No, I have to, because y'all called me crazy. I said, no, if he didn't guarantee to win, I'm with you, Dave, but he guaranteed to win.
He did, though. He guaranteed it, bro. And we don't give, what you call it? Sympathy. What's it called?
Sympathy awards. You right?
Yeah, sympathy awards. We don't do that over here.
Nah.
Like Mark. Mark says Super Bowl the Buzz. We ain't get there. So you got to be on Mark's line about that.
That flat tire. You know what I'm saying? You went all the way to Detroit.
Man, shout out to Austin Eckler, shout out to De'Ami Brown. God,
how you go on a road trip to Detroit, make it to Detroit, then drive to Philly and run out of gas? What's wrong with you?
De'Ami Brown, Austin Eckler, who else fumbled again? I forgot who the other dude that fumbled. God dang.
Yeah, because y'all let us get Dante Fowler back. Let's get up on him.
He was mad too.
I know he was mad. I don't even know why he came back, bro. I ain't mad at him.
Mad at us. I'm like, he mad at me for it. All right, let's get it, y'all. So look. Refuse to Lose is more than a show, y'all. It's a network. We have a network of shows. We have a whole family, y'all. Y'all got to tune in and be a part of these chats. And listen, soon, this summer, we're going to have a Refuse to Lose day. So y'all got to be there, too, especially if you're in the DMV area. Make sure you get there. Shout out to my boy, DeVoy. Caught a live all the way from somewhere far, and they made it there. Shout out to you, man. Make sure y'all do that. But look, though.
For whatever you do, hook a brother up because you paying all that money for a lift. I know that. I know that lift wasn't cheap, my boy.
I mean, he probably like, hey, this event's so important. I gotta be there. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, my boy.
And it's gonna be a lot better this year too, y'all. It's gonna be a lot better this year. But anyways, let's get to these shows, y'all, on the network. First show we're gonna bring up: baseball is here for our spring training, but the regular season is around the corner. Baseball with Teddy. Make sure y'all tune in with Baseball with Teddy on YouTube, BWT, my boy Teddy. He's a Yankees fan, as you can see. He just came out with an episode on, I think it was Wednesday morning. So make sure y'all tune into that. and he's about to go crazy these next few weeks before the season starts and give his predictions on everything. He's gonna give his top 5, I think, on every position. He's gonna give his MVP prediction, his playoff, all that stuff before the season starts. So make sure y'all tune in to BWT. Then we got CTC, Carl Talking College. Hey, listen, y'all, he does an episode. Just put your reminders on. All right, that's all I gotta say. And right now, it's tourney season. Carl Talking College, he goes over all college football and college basketball. It's March. You know what happens in March? He's a Michigan State University fan.
Did you gonna pause like that? That's what you're gonna do?
Did he freeze?
Nah, he just stuck. He just not saying nothing. He ain't freeze.
Listen, man, we lost to UNC.
He had 3 more
Sorry.
seconds off, so he actually froze.
Sorry, Carl. We messed up your parlay. But anyway, we lost to UNC. But Carl covers all the college sports as far as basketball, football, and like I said, the tournaments, the conference tournaments are going on right now. And Selection Sunday is this Sunday. So make sure y'all tune in to this Sunday on CTC. He will be live for the Selection Sunday, and I'm pretty sure Dave might be on that. Are you, Dave? We'll see. All right.
If I'm invited, I'll be there.
Oh, Dave, you know he's gonna invite you. Sorry, Dave might be on y'all. It's on there. All right. So next one, we got FFC Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. If you ain't watched the Tuesday episode on R12, make sure you go watch it because that man was fired up. And that's how he is on FFC every time he's on. He also did an episode on Wednesday talking about the free agency. Make sure you go listen to what he said about Myles Garrett. Make sure you listen to what he said about the boy from the Raiders. Can't think of his name right now. Help me out, y'all. From the Raiders.
Quarterback.
Regina Smith?
Come on, y'all.
Carroll?
No, the D line. Come on now.
Oh, Max Crosby.
Max Crosby. Go make sure you hear what Cole said about those 2 contracts on FFC. But make sure you tune in to FFC. It's a fantasy football show, but obviously fantasy football is not going on right now. But he's still talking about the NFL, and he's still giving fantasy football tips based on the free agency. So make sure y'all tune in to FFC on YouTube. Then we got Real Ballers Only, RBO, my brother, my blood brother, Vaughn. And yeah, as y'all know, NBA season is cooking up right now. We just had an MVP conversation, and playoffs around the corner with this too. It's next month of April. So RBO is about to ramp up. So make sure y'all stay tuned with RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn. And then we got Unfazed with myself, JJ, and my boy AJ, right? Me and AJ just like, we are alike a lot, right? Internally, I would say, but on the outside, we are opposite. For example, I'm in the East Coast. This man in the Midwest, all the way in Minnesota, Mall in America. Guess what? I'm from the capital of America. How about that, AJ? How about that? Anyways, so we from different areas. He's an Eagles fan. I'm a Commander fan. He's a Lakers fan. I'm a Kings fan. They say opposites attract. Well, we attracted to the show, and now we're doing the show together. It's kind of similar to this, and we actually talk about the NFL, NBA, some boxing, XYZ, right? But make sure y'all tune into this every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time and 8 p.m. Central Time, because he always in the Midwest.
Hey,
right?
hold on. No.
I was trying to wait till Joe finished.
Did you see that comment?
Yeah.
Okay, word. Again?
Hold
My boy.
on, Joe. I know we doing the announcements. Hold on, Joe.
My boy.
Coach,
You
better not.
That's nothing.
He better be there. How about that?
That's
Forget
all
that. He gotta be there.
That's all I'm saying. All right, we can get back to announcement. We had to make that. We had to for the big screen.
Hey, Carl, just make sure you want to fantasy this year if you want to find out. You know.
Don't worry about it if you ain't gonna be in it.
He said, "Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it."
And then we got we gotta change. We got a whole new look right now. We gotta switch this up, but we got a whole new look. Make sure y'all saw the last day Doghouse. Y'all see, matter of fact, look at Dave real quick. That's a new look, all right. We got a new Dave's Doghouse look. Shout out to Sabrina for switching it up. But look, Dave's Doghouse coming at y'all once a week, right? And this show is very unique and very special. It talks about the lowlights and highlights of anybody in the sports world. I mean, you ain't got to be actually playing the sport, but you are involved in someone that's playing the sport. Mm-hmm. You might be in the doghouse, or you might get thrown in the yard. All right, so make sure y'all stay tuned to that day. You have any idea when the next episode coming out?
Tomorrow, time will be
Ooh.
time to be determined.
Saturday. You got a weekend show, y'all. So make sure y'all stay tuned to Dave's Doghouse. And we got in the red corner with my man on the bottom. My man Tom, Mr. Get Done Son Tomo, Ricky in the middle, and we got my boy straight to the point Ty. So in the red corner, it's a straight boxing show. Boxing. We ain't talking about exhibition boxing. We're talking about real boxing, right? Shout out to Jake Paul because he actually had an actual boxing event. He actually talked about it. I was surprised about that. No MMA, none of that stuff, right? And then boxing is actually heating up lately, in my opinion, right? A lot of storyline, a lot of stuff bubbling, right? So make sure y'all tune in to In the Red Corner. And y'all actually have an episode this Sunday, right, Tomo?
No, it's gonna be next. We're gonna do it
Okay.
during the week. But
Ooh.
Ricky also has a nickname now.
Okay.
We call him Cap. All right. Tune in the red corner to understand why we call him Cap. Cap America, whichever name y'all want to call him, but that's his name. So we all three got nicknames now. You done, son, Cap, and no, I told him I was gonna get him.
And Petty Ty, that's what his nickname.
Yeah.
Straight to the petty.
Hey, if you weren't in the chats when an individual asked to be on the show and Ty's response to that was like the most pettiest answer I ever heard in my life. All right. so shout out to Ty.
Without TY. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly,
That's all I'm saying.
That was crazy. Shout out to my man Kevin. Anyway. But that's in the red corner. And that's all of our shows. So Dave, let them know about these IG chats, man.
Well, the way we found out about Cooper Kupp going to the Seahawks is we announced this in the chats all the time. This is what we do. You know, there was an NBA trade deadline show. And guess who hosted it? Oh, the person that's talking to you right now. And guess what? I was announcing trades right before it was announced on ESPN or Bleacher Report. Guess what? You can get that here on Instagram. But you know what? It ain't free, my boy or my lady. Because we only got one lady in the chat right now. One. I know y'all ladies watch sports. I know some diehard, unfortunately, Cowboy fans that are women that talk about sports a lot. I got some basketball fans. I know this one lady who's a LeBron fan. She just won't join the chat. Y'all think Bibby something? She worse.
Oh,
She be singing the song?
She be thinking the songs that she made them herself.
Oh my goodness.
But look, y'all, we don't just give you news here. You get the latest news here, which is awesome, but you don't just get that here. You also get to have healthy debates here. You get to have a debate that may even be talked about on the show. You also have an opportunity to come on the show if you're a part of the chat and you're a member. I mean, in order to be a part of the chat, you got to be a member. So, I mean, you better pick one. You might as well just be a member because that's the only way you're going to be able to get in these chats. You also get the opportunity to meet people you probably have never met before. And we also help each other out when it comes to business as well. Because there are other people in these chats that have other things to do outside of sports. But we have that in these chats. And guess what? These are all pro sports. And we just recently added another one.
Ooh.
And guess who's doing all the news for all this stuff? It's the one that's talking right now. We got NBA. We got WNBA. They talking about holding out. They talking about the CBA now might be right. They might do a lockout. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but hey, that's what they're talking about. And if off season going on right now, hey, you want to get the updates? Be a member, join the NFL chat. UFC going on. Alex Pereira just lost his title. My boy Max Holloway still out there. Israel Adesanya on a 3-fight losing streak. You would know that if you was in these chats. Major League Baseball spring training been going on right now. Devers has some controversy in Boston, and now he backtracking. We got F1 racing, and my boy Chris just joined the chat. You know, he loved talking about racing, so now Lando Norris got an opportunity to win a race. We got college football, college basketball, hockey, soccer, or football, and boxing. And the one that I need to announce again is golf. Yes, we have a golf chat. So if you want to know about the PGA Tour, you want to know about all the LGPGA Tour, and you want to know about the TGL, guess what? You can get it right here in R2L. And you keep hearing me say member. You want to know how to become a member? That's what we got Tomo for.
Okay.
TTL, PGL, SGA MVP. It was a lot of letters, man.
I know, right?
Man. And as Dave was telling you, we give you the news before it drops. When I tell you before it drops, sometimes we on air and we get the news before it drops. So right there, that lets you know if you want to do it your own personal time or something. I don't get it before ESPN. Become a member. I'm telling you, as you watching the show, when we drop the Cooper Cup news, you be like, wait. They said that about 5 minutes ago. I need to become a member so I can get all the updates for all the sports. But there's tiers if you want all the sports. If you just want one sport, you join the pro level for $2.99. You get loyalty badges next to your name and comments, priority comments, and like I said, you get to join one sports chat. But like I said, if you want all the news and you want it before Bleacher Report, before ESPN, before Adam Schefter can even hit send, you might want to join the All-Star tier for $4.99. You get the same perks from the pro level, but for $4.99, you get member-only videos, and that's on YouTube only. So if you're watching from Facebook, the member-only content is on YouTube only. So go ahead, download the app or click the link. You get to join multiple chats. So that's how you get all the news. You can stay in the loop. You can also be at the water cooler telling me, man, I already know CeeDee Lamb going to get 16 touchdowns because they told me on R2L. Not Michael Parsons podcast. They told me on R2L. Joe don't believe it, but Tomo said it. And you can request a topic or a segment nominee. Like if you want to come on here and say why Sam Darnold never gonna win a ring, you can talk about it. Dave gonna tell you why they not, but you can come on here and talk about it.
There you go. There you go.
But for $9.99 a month, the superstar level, that's where you get the same perks from the all-star and the pro level, but you get to join our VIP chat. See, that one wasn't actually on the banner. That VIP chat is the R2L chat, and that's where we have our primetime game conversations. I would say our primetime conversations. Let's just say that. And for all the kids that was born when they start putting velvet ropes in the club, because now all y'all got is hookah lounges and everybody can sit down. But it was at one point in the club where there was a velvet rope and you couldn't go past that rope. That was the VIP, and that's the R2L chat. That's also, I'm gonna say it's the penthouse level for some of y'all who play GTA. You get awards and plaques to the top performers. That's based upon the shows and episodes that you do. And I think Coach might be in the running for NFL after what he did after that performance. But we also do member shout outs. But I want to fly back to one more chat that we have that wasn't on the actual banner. We have a parlay chat that is hosted by our own RBO Vaughn. And that parlay chat, we have a bevy of members who cook up parlays on a daily basis. And what I can tell you is, out of most of those tickets, I can't give you numbers because, again, these are our opinions, but I see a lot of winners. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And shout out to our members who keep this thing going. Shout out to you that's tuned in right now and hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and also subscribing to all the other shows because that part of the episode is free, the like and the subscribing. You becoming a member, you become a superstar member, you can get a special shout out. So shout out to my boy Worm who just told y'all you can walk back in your office and look up the numbers that you're building, that your company is making. And you can be like, hey, man, I demand this because I got my cert. Congratulations on that, too. Shout out to Joe, Dave, myself, Teddy, Cardo, Coach, Javon. The accent kicked in. Lamar, Giovanni, Chris, Decorius, Mike, Taniqua, and Tone.
Joe, you on mute. I was wondering why I was so quiet.
We still gotta do lock 'em in real quick. All right. I'll give y'all mine. So in all right, Carl. I'm taking Michigan State minus 2.5 over Wisconsin. Don't let me down, Carl. Sorry, huh? I'm tripping. Hold up. Michigan State. Hold up.
Where is that?
Yeah, Wisconsin. Well, I'm confused with Carl though. He said that.
He said no. He told you no.
Hold on. Hold on. But he said Purdue though. Y'all play Purdue on here. I'm looking at y'all play Michigan.
No,
Y'all
he
play
said Maryland will play the winner of Michigan versus Purdue.
But Michigan play Wisconsin tomorrow.
No, I think he's talking about Sunday. Maryland playing right now.
I'm talking about Michigan State.
Hmm.
I'm picking you, Carl. There's none of that. -2.5.
They don't have it up here. I'm trying to find. I thought they was gonna have it up here. All right, well, I'm going money line for this one now.
I'm sorry, Carl.
Look, I'm going money line for this one. I'm gonna pick. You know what? I'm gonna ride a high hand on this one. Money line. I'm going Golden State over the Knicks.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing OKC -6 against Detroit.
Hold on, quick, Carl. Michigan State play Wisconsin tomorrow.
Yeah, but you said you confused Michigan versus Purdue.
No, I didn't. I said.
Oh, that's what he thought.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad, Carl. My bad. I'm sorry, Carl.
Yeah, you gotta put that SP out there.
It's like a cuss word. Sorry. Can y'all repeat y'all picks again? Sorry.
OKC over Detroit tomorrow -6.
Oh, that's it? You want to make it -10? So I'm saying, Carl.
The disrespect for the HOA. Oh,
I mean, shout out to the Wizards, right?
I ain't trying to win because we ain't talk about it, but I'll address it in my last word. Actually, I can say it now. I'm gonna say, so my pick was money line Golden State over the Knicks because I can't. Money line.
Okay.
Yeah, so whoever I just picked the winner flat out.
Jimmy Butler playing? They win.
Tomo, save your last words.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, save your last word. This is why I say you say that. My bad, Carl. All right,
with them.
So my last words. First of all, great show, fellas. I had a lot of fun, so like I always do. Shout out to the whole network. Shout out to all the shows y'all saw. That's a network. Shout out to the whole R2L family. Everybody that's either a member or everybody that's in the chat. Because if you're a member, you are in the chats. Anybody that's in the chats, we appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the supporters. Appreciate all the comments. Hey, listen, y'all. I mean, super chat's been a little down lately, but Cardo, we appreciate you with the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate any super chat that comes through. We all do. I don't care if it's a sticker. Shout out to my boy Bippy. All right, we appreciate it. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to my boy Lambo Anlo on the intro with the Fire Refuse to Lose intro song. Shout out to my brother Erhan for the logo. Shout out to all of our members and especially our superstar members. So, I want to address a couple of things. Coach, I agree with a lot you said yesterday. On Tuesday. I came in the chat right after the show when I was editing the show, and I was listening, and I was like, Coach, I mean, I know you cook. I didn't know you were going to cook on a show. He was cooking. The only thing I disagree with him is the overall thing of him, Josh Allen, being overpaid because he took a pay cut. And you know what I mean? And he getting paid the same as Trevor Lawrence. Now, he does have the most guaranteed money in the NFL. I will say that.
NFL
but
history, not just NFL
history, yeah. Most guaranteed. But come on now. Is he getting cut? No. So he's going to get all his money regardless, right? So, but I like the angle you took. You said that the Bills paid Josh Allen this extension because he won MVP, but he really didn't deserve the MVP. So it was a fraudulent MVP, and they paid him off of a fraudulent MVP. So I agree with all of that. All right. So I want to give you a props for that and let the world know that although I was arguing with you, I agree with a lot of what you said. Sacramento Kings. Dave, you know how Mark says Najee Harris is mid? Well, the Kings, we are mid, bro. We are a mid team. We don't have now one player that stands out. Now, DeMar DeRozan, is he clutch? Yes. Zach LaVine, can he get hot, especially from three? Yes, he can. We got players who can have great nights, but do we have that guy? That guy who can be a superstar for a whole series? I don't think we do. So my suggestion is this. First of all, we got blown out. I already said I was done with the Kings after we lost to the Clippers by a game winner by the Clippers. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then after that, we get blown out. And I'm like, all right, by the Knicks without Jalen Brunson. And then we played the Warriors last night, and guess what happened? We get blown out again. So, Kings, just be like De'Aaron Fox and tank. Let's capture Let's capture
No.
Why? Look, we don't got a tank, but why make the playoffs, man? Like, fight for the playoffs, but if we don't make the playoffs, we could be the Atlanta Hawks next year. Atlanta Hawks was the last team to come out the playoffs, and they got the #1 pick. Sorry, Tomo. You get 8. So all I'm saying is the team we got right now, man. I mean, I don't know where we got. Zach LaVine under contract, DeMar DeRozan under contract, DeMontis Sabonis under contract. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. The Kings are not a good destination. Nobody wants to come here like everybody wants to come to the Commanders. So I don't know. But my Commanders, Adam Peters, do what Coach did on Tuesday. Let's keep cooking. Shout out to Dave and the 49ers.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome. So for me, Joe, it's funny you went to basketball because I got something to say to the Miami Heat. You know what Joe just said about the Kings?
Oh man.
We don't have no superstar either. We got an all-star, Tyler Hero, who's balled this season. But every time he balled, we lose. What's up with that? And you know what? I've been giving Bam Adebayo some flack. He's played a lot better since he moved to the 4. So, thank you, Bam. I got something to say to Eric Spoelstra. Spo.
Uh-oh.
Are you trying to tank? That's what I need to know. Because every time you put Terry Rozier out there and he's playing 30-plus minutes, we lose. Stop playing Terry Rozier. He sucks. He is not good anymore. Just cut him. Cut him. Play Isaiah Stevens. Play Josh Christopher. Play someone else. Stop playing Terry Rozier. He is not it. Okay? I understand what he did last year when we traded for him and then he got hurt, but he ain't been the same since. Cut him. He suck. He trash. Put him off the team. He ain't what he used to be. The injury changed him. He not good, man. He not good. He not it. He's the reason why we continue to lose games because he keep messing up. And you know what, NBA, do another investigation because I think he's still suspend him. Suspend him. Suspend him. Do an investigation. Do an investigation. He got to be selling. The way he playing, he got to be selling. He got to be selling. He got to be selling. Got to be selling, man. Just, he got to be.
40 years.
Glasses, the boy need bifocals or something. He just ain't playing well. I don't. He been blind all season.
Exactly, Carl. Check him. Check him at the door.
Hey, all I'm saying is, man,
oh man,
he need to be disciplined somehow. He need to be cut or suspend him. I don't know, but he playing terrible right now. I ain't saying I'm joking. I don't really want the man to be suspended or nothing like that. I'm just saying, man, the way he playing, it look like he's selling games. The way he playing. Oh my.
So the Heat selling more than tickets, man.
And stop Lil Ware in the fourth quarter when we need him out there. Stop doing it.
Oh,
Do this time and time again. Just stop, please. Or it's gonna be time for you to go.
Dang.
So,
two coaches, one thing.
just saying. Just saying. In San Francisco, you better do something in the draft. That's all I gotta say to you.
All right, so mine is a PSA to the NBA and the Wizards fans. Y'all see what's going on here? This conspiracy that's going on. First, Wemby go down. You know, hopefully Wemby's okay. Then a pinky, something happened with Fox.
Yeah.
As soon as the Wizards look like they about to get the number one pick, all these teams that was good all year, all of a sudden want to try to tank. That's why when you said that,
weren't
Joe,
good all year.
I'm just saying they was better than when you talking about the Wizards. They was
They
better
still
than
got
them.
a chance at the playoffs.
Yeah.
It was better than them. And the Wizards like, look, we had a clear cut plan here, and now everybody want to come step on our block, acting like, nah, well, our play is hurt, so we looking at the draft. Chill out with that. And the Joe over here telling some man, you know what, guys, let's just do something because we can't get nobody. I see what you're doing.
Hey.
You politicking
you know
real
what?
good.
You just reminded me of something, Tomo. In Miami, if we miss the playoffs, we get 2 first-round picks. Go ahead
You
and
see
take
what
it.
I'm saying?
Hey, talking about that was gonna be my thing with the segment of Fox. They tanking, bro. Like, go ahead.
You know
When I
what?
see the
we
first
get
thing
2
that came
first-round
up,
picks. Go ahead and try something. Go ahead.
almost on the Spurs might try to get another number one pick. I'm like, hey, bro, they better not. They better not. The NBA
They trying to put another Tim Duncan and
They trying to do with Larry Bird. No, never mind. Go ahead.
David Robinson. They trying to put a David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
Yeah, nah.
Ooh.
Wizards can never have nothing nice. We had John Wall. You see what happened with him. We had Bradley Beal, and y'all clearly see what's going on out there. You can never have nothing nice, man.
And all Pop got to do is complain. All he got to say is, they don't want to see the Spurs get that because they did that when that's how they got Wemby.
Pop gonna say he retired. No. Pop, before you do that, we got this number one pick for you right here. That's all I got for y'all, man. I ain't gotta say too much about the Cowboys. They talking about them. They talking about it themselves. So I'm gonna let them keep going.
Right.
By the way, I watched Ace Bailey. He nice,
Bro.
but I'll still take
both of them record boys.
I'll still take Cooper Flag though.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Cooper Flag is a
Dylan Hopper,
nice.
Hopper, and Ace Bailey ballers.
Tom Monday. Cooper Flag is arguably the best two-way player in the whole nation.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a fact.
So Cooper Flag nice, and he's younger. He's young.
I see what you're doing.
Only 17.
I see what you're doing. You see what he's doing over there.
Man, we get Cooper Flag. Woo!
Yeah, Pop needed to just go ahead and retire.
I want the Kings to get the number one pick though.
You said what?
The NBA don't want the Kings to get it. I would love for the Wizards to get Cooper Flag.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing: the NBA gonna make sure Miami Heat don't get the number one overall pick. I guarantee you that.
Y'all in the playoff.
You know what I just thought about?
We're 9 seed right now.
Oh, dang, y'all 9 seed.
Yeah.
The Hawks about y'all? Nah, Dave. No. If anything, I better be going to Hawks.
Going back to the All-Star.
What you think? How you think I feel right now?
Okay.
How you think I feel?
Oh my God, the Hawks passed y'all. They got you about 3 games too.
We got 5. We lost 5 games in a row, Joe.
Oh
Almost
my
5, 6 games in a row.
5.
What? We lost 5 in a row. Oh my God.
We lost a whole month. What you saying? 5.
I mean, I'm actually upset that we lost 5 games in a row.
Joe, we split with everybody on the road during it. We split with the Raptors. We split with the Pistons.
You guys split with us? Or we didn't play out a second time yet?
I don't know what's gonna happen in that game.
I might go to that game. I gotta see when that game.
Actually, you know what? I think it's April 1st or 2nd. Trent hit me up.
Oh, it's first.
Actually, yeah. Trent hit me up. So if you can come down here, I'm gonna see what Trent say. Yeah, he's trying to go to that game.
Hey Trent, you text me every Kings game. What's up? What's up, Trent? What's up?
I guess Dante Fowler ain't the only one that's trying to come to Dallas. I'm just saying.
All right. In the show. I mean, after what 85 is him, I don't blame him. But anyways, in the show, y'all. So look,
he was on his team. What you talking about?
No, I'm talking about what he did at Trent. But that's all we got for y'all today.
Messed up.
And we will see y'all at the next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.